Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smack the Markets midweek market update for the 6th of March 2019. So, this week we still have in the background that trade deal going on between the US and China. That very positive news coming out of the comments from the US government. Looks like that deal will get done. We also have Brexit still, very nervous pound markets this week. We've noticed that, as the days tick down, these headlines seem to be more impactful on these markets. Also, a lot of huge news items left this week. Today we have the Bank of Canada interest rate decision at 1:30. Tomorrow we have the ECB interest rate decision and a press conference afterwards. And on Friday we have the non-farm payrolls out of the US and the employment numbers. So quite a lot going on still and quite a lot left this week of interest, huge news items really. So let's look at the stuff we were looking at on Monday. So this was where we were on Monday here on the 4-hour chart. And, we'd spoken about this candle being very indecisive last week, and it's stuck in this range and the two lines that were containing price all week last week. So we were talking about if it broke either of these lines, the next target that we were looking for. So it did break it Monday afternoon very decisively. We were looking for like 25,500 would be the next target on this one, but it got to 25,600 and then it pulled back very nicely and very technically back into right on the breakout level there on the 2 hour, as you can see, and then moved on down again. So we're still looking for this one short. We're looking for it all the way down to this 25,500. And as you can see, when it does get to these big levels, 25,500, 25,000, it will take a little bit of time and it's a decision point. So we'll have to wait and see where that one goes from there. The commodity we looked at on Monday was copper, and the basis behind this was, that it was pulling back. We were hoping for a pullback to this cluster level and this lovely area here of 285, right in the sweet spot of the Fibonacci and in the buy zone of the daily. So we got a little bit of a bullish candle yesterday that has kind of halted the retracement. So we're still looking for this to pull back. That's the ideal opportunity in this one. Pull back in there, and then we have a huge profit window all the way up to these highs and 3.0. So alternatively, what may happen if it breaks this daily candle, we're still looking for the target of this, but the window of opportunity will not be as big. So that is copper. That's our commodities. The Forex market that we looked at was the euro versus the pound. And the background to this one was, it had broken last week down through this very precise level here, as you can see there, going back, and it had pulled back right into it. Now the target for this one again is still 84, and you can see there each time it breaks that level, it tends to get there, most often. And if we look here on the daily, it's still the same kind of a scenario. Now it pulled back quite steeply there on Tuesday, and we got a very strong rejection of it. So this level is still intact, and it's still, you can see that it's a very strong level, and it's not going to break back up without a fight. So we're still looking for this to break down lower, and we're still looking for 84 in the crosshairs for this one. Last night we had some news out of Australia. We had a big miss on the GDP quarter on quarter. It was expected at 0.5, came in at 0.2. So on the back of that, a lot of the Australian markets weakened significantly. So one of our favorites now, there's a lot of them on our radar, but one of our favorites is this euro versus the Australian dollar. And the reason is, as you can see here, that it's been hanging around, knocking around this 160, a little bit below it there for the last several weeks. And it just this morning, on the back of that news last night, it just poked its head above it. So it's broken out of this range. And as you can see there, there's nothing in the way here up till 162 level, that very precise level there. Now, when you come down to the daily, you can see it even clearer again, what's going on. So, that's the breakout there. That's the level that was containing price thereabouts. And it's broken up. So we are looking for long opportunities all the way up to that 162 level here. And here on the 4, you can see it even better again. So this is the big price window all the way up here. And that's what we're looking for. So that's the Forex markets. As we said, there's a lot of big news items left this week. We hope it helps, and we'll speak to you next time.